Hello AFIC parents and kids. Today's video is about learning how to read those pesky chord box diagrams. We're going to do that using a game I like to call Chord Box Battleship. It's about laying out your target notes on a grid and finding them on your guitar. Before we draw our grid, I want to let my ukulele students know that even though we're filming this with a guitar, it works just as well with a ukulele, only there are 4 strings instead of 6. I'll start out by drawing a chord box on my whiteboard here. A chord box is a representation of the top part of the guitar. We'll start out with a thick line that represents this part of the guitar here, the nut. Then we'll draw 6 vertical lines, one that represents each string. You'll notice when the guitar is upright like this, the line on the far left will represent your bottom string, the low E. And the next line over will be the B string, then the G, then the D, then the A, and then the top E string on your guitar. The horizontal lines in a chord box diagram represent the nut and then the first 3 frets of the guitar. 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Second fret and 3rd fret. The next thing we need is something to represent your fingers. In the diagrams on the PDF you can print off, there are circles with numbers in them on the chord box diagram to tell you which finger on your left hand to use. For this video here, I drew my very own version of your left hand. You'll notice that we have a thumb, but it doesn't get a number because we don't really use that to fret notes on guitar or ukulele. But the first finger is the index finger. That's over here. Then the number 2 finger is your middle finger here. And the number 3 finger is your ring finger. And the number 4 finger is your pinky. So on the PDF there are examples of chords that use all 4 fingers. Let's start out just trying to find single notes. I'll start out with my number 1 finger, and I'm going to put it somewhere easy, just on the 1st fret of the 1st string. On guitar, that note is over here. See how they line up? So to get a point in this game, you need to press this note here and play it. I'll show you. Here's my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string, and to get the point, I'm going to play that note. On your PDF there are 4 examples of single notes that you can find on different strings with different fingers. Let's try another example. Here's the number 3 finger, and I'm going to put it on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. There. So that's what it looks like on the chord box diagram. Let's see what it looks like on guitar. Here's my 3rd finger, the number 3, and I'm going to find the 1, 2, 3, 4th string, and 1, 2, the 2nd fret of that. There, I got a point for finding that note. In the next round of the game, we're going to learn how to read some easy chords off of these chord boxes. Some of them use more than 1 finger, like, for example, the D7 chord, or on ukulele we'd call it the G7. For that chord, we would start out by taking our 3rd finger and putting it on the 2nd fret of your 1st string. Next, we want to take the 1st finger and put it on the 1st fret of your 2nd string. Then take your 2nd finger and put it up on the 2nd fret of your 3rd string. That gives you the triangle shape that is a D7 chord. But we're not quite done yet. For chords, we also might have some open strings. That's indicated by a 0 written above the string. That tells you to strum the string without putting a fretting finger on it. We also have X's above the strings. When you see an X above the string, that's telling you not to play the string in that chord. Round 3 of this game involves playing some chords that you might find a little more challenging, like the C chord here. So here's the D7 that we just learned. I'm going to keep the first finger where it was on the second string first fret. Then I'm going to move the second finger up to the 4th string, but it's going to stay on the 2nd fret. And this third finger is going to come all the way up around here to the 5th string and go on the 3rd fret. So we have a little diagonal line, and we have different open strings here. So we take one X away, and that open. We have an open bottom string and an open 3rd string, and an X stays over the top string. So we're strumming the bottom 5 strings of the guitar. I'll show this to you here. So 1st fret 2nd string, 2nd fret 4th string, 3rd fret 5th string, and 2 open strings. Let's see what this looks like on guitar. Here's my guitar with 1st fret on the 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 4th string. Notice how there's a gap with an open string, and 3rd fret on the 5th string. And my thumb is going to start strumming here from the A, not from the top, but from the A string. To really check and see if you're getting a chord played well, you need to play it one string at a time. And all the strings involved in the chord should be singing nice and clearly. That's a tall order, and one of the first things to check if you're not getting a sound is, are you pressing with the tip of your finger? Get the tip of the finger pressing that string down. Another problem you can have is that your finger might be touching more than one string at once. It should only be touching the string that you're trying to play with that finger. There, I had a little trouble with some of my fingers here. I'll try and fix it. There, I fixed the problem by getting my fingers to stand right up on their tips and only touch the frets that are indicated in the chord diagram. So that's a lot to work on now. Good luck with it, happy practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.